Beyond Control is the movie I'm reviewing today. Welcome guys, thank you so much for the support on my channel. Let's get straight into it. This movie is executive produced and produced by Sonia Uche. The movie is on Sonia Uche TV. A recap of this movie talks about a lady that got assaulted by her boyfriend, and after the incident she became addicted to. So how did she go from being a good virgin girl to a addict? How was that being controlled? This is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, I actually love the storyline. It's different. It talks about assault in relationship. It also talks about addiction and how to get out of addiction and stuff like that. I really enjoy it. It's not the normal story where the poor girl is loving a rich man. It's nothing like that. And the route that it took, I actually enjoyed this storyline. Kudos to Sonia, she did well with this storyline. So yeah, let's talk acting and directing and cast for this movie. For the cast, we have Sonia. She was the main character of this movie. Yeah, she played the lady that was assaulted by her boyfriend. Now when it comes to acting, comedy, comic, bush life, Sonia always nails it when it comes to characters like that. This movie, she was quite entertaining, especially when she got addicted. That was really fun to watch, with the way she was approaching all the men in to satisfy her urge for that. That was really interesting. That was really entertaining. The way she was trying to satisfy herself in the process when she had no access to a man. That was so entertaining. At the point I was like, she actually is not shy to act certain ways, so that was really fun to see. I actually enjoyed her character. Then we talk about the Ghanaian characters in this movie. Let's start with Kofi. Kofi was the retired police officer. He was not leaving space for men to come close to her daughter when she find out what was actually happening to his daughter. So that was fun to watch. I don't know if Kofi Adjololo is now old that he's holding a walking stick or is part of his acting, but he really did that part very natural, and I really like that as well. Then we talk about James Gardiner. Yeah, James Gardiner is back to Nollywood, especially YouTube space. Was it last year or last 2 years where he was crying about financial difficulty? I'm so happy for him. I'm really happy for him. He has acted quite a number of movies since last year, even cinema movies. So good to see him that he's back on the screen now, and he's doing super well with YouTube movies as well. So him in this movie was the doctor, a doctor that was calm. He was also interested in Sonia, but because of her boyfriend, because of Sonia's boyfriend and blocking him, he wasn't having access to Sonia. But I mean, his role as a doctor was quite laid back and very simple and easygoing for his role. So that was okay for a character like him. That was nice. And of course the other supporting cast, the other men, the street, that was really nice. Most of the characters in this movie brought their A game, and I think for a movie like this, that was okay. Next thing I like about this movie is location. I really love all the houses they use for this movie. Those houses were not commonly used. I like that. Sonia in this movie is not educated, but she is a very business and busy woman who sells fruit at the roadside. So that location of the fruits joint was really nice. I like that location. Then of course the street shot where she pulls the boyfriend to a location for them to do their thing. Then we also saw kebab. That was really refreshing. I really love the outside shots, streets, and of course the houses they use as well in this movie. Those were refreshed house to use for YouTube space, because we know that certain houses have been overly used. So yeah, seeing new locations is always exciting for me, and I like that. Lastly, what I like about this movie is the frame size. That was perfect. I didn't have to argue at all. The frame size was just super perfect. They didn't do unnecessary small size or whatnot. The perfect size for a YouTube video. So I really like that. Those are the things I like about this movie. Let's move to what I do not like about this movie. I'll start with cinematography. Cinematography is actually a hit and miss for me, because when it comes to outside shots and broad daylight shots, they had good quality lighting, and shots, of course, that's up close or portrait shots, were really good. But night shot, I had a problem with lighting and the filter, or should I say color grading that they used. I wasn't happy with that. I was like, confusion going on here. So that is why cinematography is a miss and hit for me. So I like it in when they had daylight shoots. The night shoots were not that good, so that was something I did not like. Another thing I don't like about this movie was the doctor that's being played by Gardiner. He realized what was wrong, or he guessed what was wrong with Sonia in this movie. Now, as a doctor, we didn't see him in a hospital as the location prescribing drugs or seeing to patient, nothing like that happened. I was like, where? Now, he was not a therapist either, and I'm questioning myself why, because he suggested that they had to go to a therapist or whatever to solve this problem, and she has to eat certain food. Like, what kind of doctor is he? Take her to one of his friends who are also doctors who deal with these things. So we didn't see anything like that. Like, everything was just imagination, and I was so angry about it. Like, we needed a professional doctor to speak to Sonia, because her case was beyond control. Like, it took a long time for her to have or start having healing process in whatever she was going through. And she didn't speak to a professional, or they assumed for us that she spoke to a professional, or a professional was seeking help for her. Like, all those things did not happen. We didn't see it. All we saw was Gardiner saying those things to her. Why was that the case? Why? Sonia, you can do better, please. Lastly, I think I touched a little bit of this already. I would have loved if we saw a therapy session with Sonia. That would have been very more educative and putting a more highlight on the situation that was going on. And we missed all of that. That did not happen. I was so angry. That should have been key element of this script or this story that would have made it a perfect movie, but none of that happened. And the doctor, which is James, that was providing this help, did not send them or did not have a guideline rules for her to follow. They were just guessing the things that was supposed to heal her or solve her problem, and that was something that I wasn't happy about with this movie. So pretty much, and on that note, I'll be rating it a 5/10. If you haven't watched Beyond Control, it's showing on Sonia Uche TV. Do what to watch. You actually love this one. It's interesting, fun, entertaining, and quite educative as well. I'll see you all in the next movie review.